You may have heard that people buy on emotions and justify with logic, but what is the hidden danger that nobody tells you about that you absolutely must know? And it has to do with ethics. I'm Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Denver, Colorado. I'm at the Denver airport waiting for a flight, and I figured it was a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. So here's the thing. You know, when you sit down with your buyer and you're having a conversation about your widget, your gizmo, your product or service, whatever it is that you have to offer, you have the opportunity to talk about emotions and feelings. And what you're going to find is people are going to open up to you. They're going to share things with you, and they're going to get emotional with you. So they're going to get a strong bond of rapport. So you got some rapport in sales. But what happens is, this is a huge mistake, and this is the form of sales sabotage, is where salespeople make stuff up. They go one step too far. They go into crazy town mode. They do things wrong, right? You shouldn't lie to your buyers, but it's compounded and multiplied exponentially when you have dealt with emotions. And I'll tell you, every time that I have been around a salesperson who has tied emotions to a lie, bad things happen. And it leads to a lot of problems. It leads to a lot of complaints. It leads to long conversations. And here's the thing. There's no reason to ever lie to a buyer. There's no reason to ever lie to a client, because what's going to happen is eventually it catches up to you. You know, all things come out in the wash. All things eventually come out. And that person that somebody lied to will go and tell a million people. If you think it's bad if you deliver bad service just for delivering bad service, try taking some emotions plus a lie. It gets even worse. And so if you're going through this process and you're like, maybe you're new to sales, maybe you're struggling in your stomach, right there in your stomach, you're like, maybe this one time if I don't tell the truth, it's going to be okay. I promise you, somehow, some way, that person's going to find out. And you may be the best person on the planet, you may be the most awesome person on the planet, and they're going to look and say everything that you did was wrong. There's people running to their flight, right? This is a pretty big airport. So it's something that you definitely have to pay attention to. Now, let's just say that you're another salesperson. Let's just say that you're another sales manager. Let's start with a salesperson. If you walk in on somebody who's had emotions plus lies, you're going to have to sit through conversations. And this conversation is going to be, here's my problem. Here's my problem again. Here's my problem again. And you're going to have to sit there and just be quiet and deal with it, because that person was emotionally manipulated and they were lied to. And to an extent, if you're the next salesperson, they're going to somewhat take it out on you, and they're going to tell you a couple times. And what you're going to look for is some of their body language. And when they finally go, you know that they have it out of their system, and you have a responsibility to do the right thing for them and stand by them and let them know everything's going to be okay. But know that there's going to be some doubt in the back of their mind. They're going to say like, hey, I trusted the last guy and I think that everybody else is going to be like you. And in a way, it's a test. And it's like, I don't like the word fair, because every time you use it, what it means is you're giving up all the ability to hold responsibility for yourself. It's not really fair, but sometimes that's the dice that people roll, and you get that client or you get that buyer that's been treated poorly. So, it's your responsibility to make sure that you do the right thing. It's your responsibility to take care of that person. And it's going to take some time, right? It may seem like the longest appointment ever. And a couple of times when this has happened to me and somebody in front of me has done the wrong thing, it had to be like a 2 or 3 step process to show the person that everything was going to be okay, that it wasn't just a quick sell, right? And anytime that somebody starts using the word trust a lot, it's usually a sign that they've been taken advantage of. And so just a reminder, if you're going to go down the route and you're going to tie emotions and lies to a sales process, oh boy, that's going to be like a 90 alarm fire. It's going to be not pretty. So I know that you're not that type of person because you're hanging out and watching my videos, but it is an important thing for you to understand on this vlog. I think this is vlog number 15, maybe 16. I don't know, maybe I have to push them around just so this is 15 or 16. But if you've never been to my channel, leave a comment. If you've been a buyer and you've been emotionally manipulated and by emotions and a lie, and you found out and it caught up to the salesperson, I'm gonna tell you, it's not very pretty. So leave a comment. I mean, you know, make a note. Hey, it happened to me, or I've seen another salesperson do it. I'm telling you right now, if you get that little twinge in your stomach where you're like, maybe I should do this just once and stretch the truth, emotions plus a lie has like a big exponential problem that you don't need and you don't want, and it is a freaking nightmare. Okay, so if you've never been to my channel, you got one thing to do from here. I promise, just one thing. Find the subscribe button and click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update that says Scott Bell Consultant sent out a video. You should check it out, which you should. We'll see you soon. Thanks for dropping by. I hope they're running to their flight. Aloha.